Hello my friends, we are back with another unboxing. Yeah, I know it's been like less than a week since our last one, but I'm really excited for this. So I decided just to get it. I'm not even going to waste any time. So I went ahead and picked up some things and I'm excited to show you guys. Just a heads up, this is also going to be a walkthrough / review of my business planner as well. So stay tuned for that after we get this bad boy opened. So let's see. I know I had trouble. I don't know why I always have trouble opening these, but okay, here we go. That's easy. Okay, I don't know why I just love opening these boxes. They are just so pretty. I don't know if it's the black or what. Oh, and more. Oh my gosh, somebody in my comments in my last video told me what these were called, and of course I forgot again. But we have some more. Oh, we have a March one. Cute. Oh, I like this. That's pretty. I'm definitely going to use that one of my planners. Another one of these. I got one of these last time. I think that should. Oh, okay. And another one of these as well. Pretty. I think that's just the receipt. Toss that aside. And let's see what we got. What do you guys think this is? Oh, this is nice. This is a nice wrapping. I haven't seen this one before. Oh, it's so pretty. So we have a dashboard. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Ain't that the truth, y'all? And then we have some dividers. Now I got top dividers, if you can see, and then I got the side ones as well. I cannot wait to put these in. I wasn't going to record this video until tomorrow, but once this package came in, I was like, there's no way I'm waiting. So toss that aside. Okay, so let's open these up. But first, let me show you, lay these out. Let me show you where these will be going. So this is my planner. She's missing a tab right there. It's not a big deal, it's fine. We're gonna replace it anyways. But this is my business planner. I got the cover from Cloth and Paper, which I love. I love this. And then the tab, so this dashboard and all of these tabs I got from Kiki something. It's an Australian planner company, I believe, but they came inside one of the agenda covers that I purchased. So I've been using these for the meantime, and then most of these inserts are from Cloth and Paper. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but let me go ahead and unwrap these bad boys first. This feels really good. This is a great dashboard. Excited to put that in my planner. And then these tabs. So I'm gonna have to redo my labels with my label maker. So maybe we can do that too. Just like a quick, I won't do like an entire review of the label maker that I use, but I can at least show you guys how I use it. So set those aside. There. I've been wanting to get top tabs for a while now, and I want to show you guys how. I can't wait to show you how I'm trying to use these, and let me know what y'all think. And then we'll put these over here too. So we're going to set all of this aside for now, and let's look at my planner. Okay, so this is my business planner, y'all. Got this from Cloth and Paper, and she is so pretty. So I want to show you how I kind of spruced it up a little bit, just so that you guys know what's not included. So it did not come with a pen loop. I had to purchase these separate from Amazon. I'll link them below. It came in a pack of maybe 6, and they are so, these things are not coming off for nothing. Even if I wanted them to, they're not going nowhere. So I love it. And then it's super tight. Elastic material here, so your pens will fit right in there and they're not going anywhere, trust me. The other thing it does not have are any pockets, as you see, but that's okay. I went on Amazon again and I purchased these little pockets here. I think they're used for like the money system with planning, but I just purchased it to put some extra items in, some note cards and stickers and things like that. So everything, all is well. Okay, so let's kind of get into how I organize my business planner. So of course, first and foremost, we have the schedule. I got the dated daily 2022 inserts from Cloth and Paper. And then this is my bookmark. So this is what I am working on for this week. I always put one of my stickers up top, and then I will have a quote. If you get tired, learn to rest, not quit. Do not quit, y'all. Just get a little bit of rest. It's always needed. And then I will use the layout here just to post, to write out when I'm actually posting. Only TikTok for today, for Monday, but usually I will write out everything, you know, that I'm posting for Facebook, Instagram. If I have any type of meetings, that will go here as well. And then up here are just tasks that I need to complete. And that's what I do for the entire week. Sunday is always my day off. I don't work on anything on Sundays. That is the day for me, for the Lord, for my family, and that's it. So not too much, pretty basic, I feel like, you know. And then next we have the finances. I don't want to show too much here. Let me like, I'm gonna block it out something. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that there. But this is my finance tracker sheet, my purchase tracker. I got this from Cloth and Paper as well. So this first sheet is for standalone one-time payments, and then the next sheet behind this is for reoccurring payments. But it's just lines, so they have it written out as the date, the description, category, and the amount. So pretty basic. I keep all of my business and only business finances here. And then we go into the reoccurring charges, which is the same exact layout. It's just everything that's reoccurring. So everything I have to pay on a monthly basis, a yearly basis, whatever it may be. And then next we have our social media tab. So for my social media tab, I just write out details on all of the social medias that I have. So of course I have a TikTok. If you guys did not know, follow me there. Breathe Easy and Organized. Same name for all of my social medias. Make it super easy for y'all. But one thing that I find to be really helpful is I write out the best times to post for all of my social media. So for TikTok, this is everything Monday through Sunday, best times to post. I have a star next to the best times out of all of them I have written there. And that's very helpful. I will usually switch it up ever so often to see which time actually does work the best. Like you see for Monday, has 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and 10 p.m. So I'll always switch it up to see which one actually picked up the best for my type of videos. And then I have down here, post on TikTok 1 to 3 times per day. And then I just have some video ideas. And that's pretty much it. If I ever need more room, I have the back here, and I can also add another sheet. And then same thing for my YouTube, best days and times to post. One thing I've noticed is Wednesdays, usually at 5, maybe 6 p.m. are the best times for the most part. But again, I'm just starting out anyways. I don't have that many followers. I'm sure y'all can see, or subscribers. So either way, it doesn't make too much of a difference right now, but kind of it does. Sometimes it does. The algorithm is like crazy. I'm still trying to learn it myself. But for YouTube, I try to record and post 2 times a week, at least 1, but I'm striving for 2. And then, of course, we have some more video ideas. Of course, our planner unboxing, as we're doing right now, and a bunch more other things. And then Instagram and Facebook, I group together just because whenever I post on Instagram, it'll automatically post on Facebook, just making my job a little easier. So I write out the times for Instagram, best times to post, and same for Facebook. And then I have my content ideas down here as well. Now, the next tab is for YouTube videos. So this is specific only for YouTube. I like to write out detailed information on how the video is going to be laid out, all the little minor details like the exact name I'm going to write, how the thumbnail is going to look, the description. And here is an example. This one I have not done yet. I'll probably be doing my home planner review maybe sometime next week, or maybe this week if I find some extra time. We'll see. But I write out the exact video name I'm going to post it as. So that's why this section is kind of long, because you want to be pretty detailed, and it's very important the name you write, because that's going to be how people find you. So that is very important. The thumbnail is also important from which is what I'm learning. So I've been trying to do my best to kind of do a little bit better with how I post my thumbnails and editing and things like that. So I write out ideas of what I may want to do, because sometimes I may want to just take a screenshot during the video, which is important. I got to remind myself that, to kind of pause somewhere, or sometimes I'm doing it before the video even starts. So that's important as well, because if you go through your video and you're already done unboxing and you threw your box away, but wait, you needed your box to actually do the thumbnail, that will be bad. So that's why it's good that you write it out ahead of time. And then I write out what I want in my description box. So my description box already has an automatic format that has my social media names, my website, all that information. But I also have to change up certain information, usually just the links that I'm posting. So for my home planner, I have to post my the link for the art disc planner that I use, which I got on Amazon, the planner inserts, which I also got from Amazon, and then the pens I'm using, which I purchased from Target. And then these are just the details and notes. So just a reminder, when you do YouTube videos, they're a lot longer. It's not like just posting like a quick 30-second, 1-minute TikTok video, or just a quick Facebook or Instagram post. It's a lot of detail that goes into it. So it's very important that you take the time to write this all out, so that you're not scrambling when you're actually recording your content. Next, I have my business startup planning. So this information is just any information that I use when I'm starting up. So it can be anything like pricing for my professional organizing, ideas. This last page I kind of don't want to show you guys, because it's something that I'm working, it's in the works right now, but I don't want to throw it out there just yet before I do like all my advertising and, you know, but that's okay. We'll do that one another day, but we will do it at some point. But yeah, just some basic information about how I'm going to organize my business. That all goes in there. So I'm not going to spend too much detail on that, but you know, it's good to have a section where you can just write out general notes on your business. And then lastly, we have the goals section. So this is my favorite, and I kind of formatted this layout on my own. So I want to take a little bit of time going over all of this. Okay, so this is actually the section where I want to use my top tabs in, and I'm going to put those in right now so that it makes a little bit more sense, because I have this separated in a certain way. So the first one is just going to be goals. So my basic goals are written out for each month. I have 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year, 2 year, and 5 year. And then the next section is going to be the steps to complete the goals. And we'll go over this in a little bit more detail in just a second. I just want to get these tabs in. And then lastly, we have our goal completion check-in. So I'm going to end up with 1 extra. So if I end up needing to use this for something else in the goal section, I'll do that later on. But for now, I just need 3. Okay. So for the goals, I just have the basic goal written out. So I always like to put dates. I feel like dates are very important when it comes to goals, so that you're keeping track of your progress, how much work you're doing in between time frames. So for my 1 month goal, as you can see, here's what I have, and I definitely reevaluate as I go. This was what I had written out starting out. And then you see my 3 month, 6 month, and 1 year. And I don't really have much for the 2 year, 5 year just yet, but you know, stuff like that will come as I progress. And then we have our steps to goal completion. And let me kind of explain to you guys what this mess is. So my first goal that you guys saw for my 1 month goal, these are all my 1 month goals starting out, was launch a website. So I wrote down all the steps I know I need to finish completing. Of course, I had a bunch already complete by the time I wrote this all out, but this is the rest that I needed to do to launch my website. So as you can see, I had to take an about owner photo, which I did. I had a photo shoot, and then the fact page needed to be finished. How to create my email automations and so forth. There's a bunch here. You guys can just look through all that. And then what I have over here is the completion date. Again, dates are very important so that you can kind of track your progress. If you're seeing big gaps in between completions, you may need to reevaluate, like, am I spending enough time on my business task, or did something happen in between? It'll kind of help you out in the long run. If once you actually do complete your goals, or if you start to realize that you're not going to complete them by the given or designated time frame, you can kind of look back and see, okay, is it something I could have prevented by doing a little bit more, or was it just a lot that I had to do? So I feel like dates are just extremely important. And then I just have a box here to kind of check them off. And this is grid paper. I don't know if you guys can tell that by looking, but this is grid paper, and it made it a lot easier when I was writing out these charts. And I did the same thing for each goal for my 1 month. So start organizing part-time also had its own section, and then gain 50 YouTube subscribers had its own section of steps and tasks as well. Same for my 3 month goals and so forth. I did the same thing for all of them up into the 5 year. And then lastly, which I feel is extremely important, is the goal completion check-in. I really don't like this off-white colored paper, but I had a bunch of it that I got for free in some type of planner inserts that I purchased at some point. So I'm just trying to use the little bit I have left up, and then we'll go into the white paper. But for my goal completion, so I will do right now I'm just on my 1 month goals. As you can see, I have the date. So I was supposed to do a 2-week check-in. I ended up doing it at 3 weeks instead, just because, I don't know, I guess I forgot to do it at 2 weeks, so I had to push it back, but that's okay. And I just kind of wrote some notes on where my progress was. Certain tasks, of course, I saw that I may not complete that exact goal on time, but I was still making some really good progress in other areas. Like for the 50 YouTube subscribers, I just wasn't aware of how YouTube really worked and how difficult it is to gain subscribers, especially if at the time I wasn't posting on a weekly basis even. So that I had to reevaluate, but I was doing really well in other avenues. My TikTok gained a ton of, not a ton, but for me, I mean, I started out with 0, and I didn't even like post it for family members to see. And I ended up gaining, where am I? 50 maybe? Maybe I'm giving myself too much grace. 35 maybe, I don't know. But either way, going from 0 to that is still a good amount in just a few weeks. So proud of myself. And then this was my 1 month check-in. And again, I put the date there. And then my next check-in will be probably the 2 month check-in. And I'll kind of see, you know, what happened with these goals and pretty much where I am standing with my 3 month goals, which will be what I'm working on next. And that is pretty much it for my goals section and for my planner overall. Again, this is pretty much, I would call it a business startup planner, just because like an actual business planner would need a lot more. You know, I'm just starting out. Of course, as I go, I'm going to need something a lot bigger, but for now, this works perfect for me. I'm realizing that I probably don't need this one for the goals section since I already have these top tabs. So I don't need this last one. And another thing I want to do is take some of these out. So I'm running out here. I got to replace some of these. I'm going to go ahead and just take, Gotta keep that one in there, but I'm gonna take all of these out and I'm gonna go store these somewhere. I'll end up shredding them at some point, but for now I'll just store them, and probably when I'm finished with this video I will replace these. But I at least have enough for the next few weeks, so it's not a big deal. Honestly, I don't like too much in it because it makes it way too thick. At some point, I'm definitely going to have to get something bigger than this. This is really cute for now, and I love this planner. I really do, and I'm not getting rid of it. We'll have to repurpose it for something else because I want to always be able to use it. But at the same time, for my business planner, I've noticed that it's definitely getting too small because this is getting filled up real tight. So I'll probably end up, something that I've been dreaming on getting is the, what is it called, the contour planner from Cloth and Paper, but I want the one with the black rings. They have the silver rings in stock right now. The black rings has not been in stock for a while, so I'm waiting on that, and probably as soon as it is back in stock I will be purchasing it 100%. So okay, so let's go ahead and do the labels and then we'll be done. And this is my Faux Memo label maker. I'll put the exact one that I have in the description. I got this on Amazon on Black Friday, so it was a lot cheaper when I got it, but it's still not that expensive. Probably like maybe 40, 45 at the most. And I love it. Unfortunately, you can't type in your actual labels on the label maker you have here. All right, y'all, had to do that demo separately, but hopefully it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this, if you are planning on buying it. Honestly, I love it. A lot of people say they don't like the fact that you can't just type in what you want to print out on the actual label maker, but I think it's way better. I guess the only setback I would have is if I'm on a job and I want to record at the same time while I am completing the job, I will have to stop whenever I do my labels because I don't have actual camera right now. But I mean, if that's not really an issue for you, then this right here is perfect. It really is. It lasts for a pretty long time, but I still keep it on the charger for the most part. But honestly, I don't think I've charged this in a while, and it's still good. Yep, turn it off just like that, and then to turn it on, you just hold down and it is on. You'll hear that little beeping sound. But yep, that is it. And let me show you guys what my labels look like on my planner. All right, guys, we have all of my labels put in. I know it looks kind of weird with the white labels. I am looking into purchasing the clear labels, so I'll redo them at some point. But right now, we have to make do with what we have. And I think it looks really nice. I'm loving this. I feel like it looks a lot more, I don't know, official. Like I'm feeling a lot better about my business planner. I don't think I'll be purchasing another one for another cover, at least for a while. We're gonna try to use this one up as much as we can. And I'm excited. I think it looks really nice. I'll link all this below, just as always, in the description box. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any tips. I got some pretty cool tips in my last video, so keep them coming, y'all. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. Remember to subscribe, please, if you have not already. Like and share with a friend if you like. All right, y'all. See you next time. Bye.